Shalom y'all, Mama Cheryl here coming to you with another video. But today's video is going to be a little bit more serious than I usually do. And as you can see in the title, head coverings in young girls, and should young girls be covering? Okay, there are a lot of communities out there who not only do the women cover, but their little girls cover as well. And there are questions, people ask questions, well, should those little girls be covering? And my opinion, my own personal opinion, I would say no. You know, a little girl should not be covering, especially all day long like grown women. And then grown women shouldn't be covering all day long. And before I tell you the reason why, let me tell you a story. This is a true story. About 4 years ago, there was a sister who went to the doctor and had a physical only because she was feeling tired and whatever. You know, she just needed to have a physical done. And then when she got her blood work back, she was very deficient, very highly deficient in vitamin D. And she couldn't understand, well, why am I deficient in vitamin D? You know, it wasn't like she wore long sleeves all the time and all that, because they say you absorb vitamin D through your skin and through your eyes. You know, well, if you go outside and stay in the sun, you get your vitamin D. Well, she was a sister who covered full time, and she wasn't getting her vitamin D like she was supposed to. And the reason being is you just don't get vitamin D, you know, through your skin and your eyes like some people say. You absorb more vitamin D through the top of your head and through your hair. Okay, that's where you absorb most of your vitamin D. So if you are covering all the time, then you are not absorbing what you need for your body. And young girls should be able to absorb that sunlight, you know, and get their vitamin D, but, you know, not be covered so they can get that vitamin D. And me personally, think it's a disservice to young girls when people do that. But if you don't know it, then, you know, you don't know it. But once you know it, then something should be done about it. Now, even us grown sisters or older sisters, we should be in the sun uncovered, with our heads uncovered, at least anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour a day. And if not, if you don't want to do that, then you should be, well, we should be taking a vitamin D supplement anyway, you know, because we're not in the sunlight all the time. When we are, our heads are covered most of the time. So in order to get the amount of vitamin D we need, we should be taking the supplement. But back to the little girls. Okay, a little girl should never be covered all day long. Now, if you are a community who just insists that the little girls need to be covered, then there are other ways to do it. Like, for instance, these hair nets right here. This is enough for them to be covered, but this is also enough for the vitamin D, for them to get for them to absorb everything that they need for their little bodies, because they need all the minerals and the vitamins that they can get because they are still growing. And they need that. You know, we need to let our little girls be healthy, grow healthy. So yeah, you can do these. You know, you can get these at any beauty supply. You know, any beauty supply. If you see my camera moving around, it's because the cat is right there. Wait a minute. Okay, I had to get the cats off the tripod. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think I was saying about the little girls. Anyway, a little girl should not be covered all day long. You know, and even grown women, us grown women shouldn't be covered all day long. We should at least have an hour, like I said, an hour of sunlight a day coming into the top of our heads. And like I was talking about, the hair nets, okay? And even the grown women can use the hair nets, especially in the summertime if it's gardening. When you're gardening, these are a good thing to garden in. I have a video when I talked about these hair nets and to get the vitamin D that you needed. But the strange thing is, a lot of people don't realize that you do absorb most of your vitamin D through through your head and your hair and all that kind of stuff. I only found that out through some research. And it's not going to be easy research to find either. You actually got to dig for it. And the doctors are not going to tell you that either. So, you know, they just say, oh, you will absorb all your vitamin D through your skin and that's all you really need. No, it's not true. It is not true, because I think I said there are sisters out there who have been to doctors and who have found out that they're vitamin D deficient because they cover all the time and they didn't realize that they needed to, you know, be in the sun and uncover their head for at least an hour a day. So, sisters, do your due diligence, you know, to take care of yourselves and take care of your daughters, and do what you can, you know, in your community. Hold on, okay, guys. As you can see, I got it. They just won't let me do what I need to do. Okay, now hopefully this is the last time. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, do your due diligence, take care of yourselves, take care of your daughters. Make sure you get at least an hour a day of sunlight, and make sure your babies get that hour a day of sunlight. If not, do the coverings with the hair nets for them, because it's important that they're still growing and they're chasing flies. What can I say? Anyway, thank you, sisters, for listening, and with that, I'm going to say shalom.